Hello everyone, today we are going to learn how to make this rib hat. It measures about 10 inches in length and it fits the circumference of the head, which is about 22 inches. To start off, you are going to take your yarn and make a slim knot. Take the hook, put your hook into that slim knot and chain 46. Remember, this chain will be the length of your hat, so you are going to chain the length of your hat, and if the length of your hat is 9 inches, you have to chain about 10 inches of this chain, and I'm chaining 46 chains in total. We have our chains, we have 47 chains, and now we are going to slip stitch into this second chain from the hook. We're going to slip stitch. We are going to use slip stitch in all the rows. If you don't know how to slip stitch, put your hook inside the stitch or the chain, yarn over and pull through. Pull through all the loops. And the hook, put your hook inside this stitch, yarn over, pull through and pull through this loop. Put your hook inside that stitch, yarn over, pull through and pull through this loop. This is how you do a slip stitch. And we are going to continue to do this till you reach the end of this row 1. At the end you will have 45 stitches in total. Remember to not pull the yarn too tightly, because slip stitching, if you slip stitch and you pull the yarn too tightly, the stitch will be too tight and it will not be easy for you to make another row. It will be hard for you to make the other row. So we'll meet after we are done with this first row. Okay, so we are done with row 1 and this is how it looks like. And at the end you should remember to count, and you should have 45 slip stitch in total. To start row 2, we are going to chain 1 and turn, and we are going to slip stitch in the back loop only of these stitches. We are going to go into the back loop only, this back loop only of all these stitches. We are going to slip stitch. So we are going to go into the back loop only and make a slip stitch. In the other, you're going to go into back loop only, slip stitch. This will make a ribbing effect of that hat. Continue to slip stitch till you reach the end of this row, and at the end you will have 45 slip stitch in total. And we are going to meet. So we are done with row 2, and this is how it looks like so far. And now we are going to start row 3. For row 3 you are going to chain 1. We're going to chain 1 and turn. This chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so you don't need to count it. And now we are going to repeat what we did in row 2. We are only going to go into this back loop only of the stitches. We are going to slip stitch into the back loop only. Continue to do so till you reach the end of row 3, and we will meet after that. This is how it looks like. We are at the end of row 3, and to start row 4 you're going to continue what you did in the previous row. You are going to chain 1 and turn, and we are going to go into the back loop only of all the stitches and make slip stitch in all the stitches. So we are at the end of row 4, and this is how it looks like so far. So from here on out we are going to make slip stitch in all the stitches, and remember to count. You will have 45 stitches in total. You have 45 stitches in total, and from here on out we are going to repeat the row till you reach the circumference of your head. Okay, since this stitch is super stretchy, you can make it 3 or 4 inches shorter than the circumference because it's super stretchy. So you can make it about 5 or more inches. You can wrap it around your head and see if it fits, and that will be the circumference of your head. So keep on doing this, keep on making the rows, and we will meet after I made the head, that is the circumference of my head, and we will see what we will do next, how we can connect the rectangle, and how we are going to sew on the top of our head. So we'll meet after. I made 80 rows in total, and it measures about 16 inches. My head circumference is about 22 inches, so it is 6 inches less than my head circumference. And now we are going to connect this and fold it in. We are done. We are going to fold this rectangle, and we are going to slip stitch. In order to connect this rectangle, we are going to slip stitch into each and every stitch on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to put the hook here inside the stitch and pull through the yarn from the other side, and we are going to slip stitch into each and every stitch. Chain 1, go into this stitch and into the other stitch, and we are going to slip stitch. You are going to need to slip stitch into each and every stitch till you reach the end, and we will meet after that. Okay, so we have reached the end of the hand. Now we are going to cut this yarn and leave a long yarn tail. Now we are going to sew the top of our hat. Take your yarn needle and thread your yarn through it, and we are going to go into each and every stitch or no, your rows, and go into like this till you reach the beginning, till you reach here, and I will show you what we will do next. So we have reached this beginning of this hat, and for this we are going to pull your yarn tightly and tie with this yarn that we have. Tie it tightly, and after that we are going to see, you can see that there's a little hole, tiny hole here. We're going to hide in by sewing back and forth like this. And after you are done hiding that hole, we are going to tie this again. We tie it tightly, and everything is done. What is left is we have to hide all these yarn tails that you have. I'm going to sew in back and forth. And after you're done, you're going to cut your yarn and hide the other tails. I'm done with making this hat, and this is how it looks like. It has a ribbing effect, which is perfect for winter wear. And if you like this video, don't forget to like it, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.